again, next usage where the sun will be considered to be an ultimate source, that is, sun is used by the solar panels to generate electricity. Now, I have just summed up a general process how it is done. The solar powered photovoltaic panels, okay. Now, this again, I'm not sure whether you have studied in your chemistry, but this is, you are having one of a cell which is called a photovoltaic cell, okay, which is present in chemistry. Okay, now photovoltaic, as it says, is photo means you're using the energy from the sun, okay. It converts the sun's rays into electricity by exciting the electrons present in the silicon cells, which is present over here in the photovoltaic cells, using the photons of the light from the sun, okay. This electricity can then be used to supply renewable energy resources to our homes or to our businesses. Now, over here, just a short summary of the photos. The sun is giving the solar energy, which is being absorbed by the panels, where you are having various types of reactions happening or various types of electrons motion, which then helps us in the moving of electrons to give us electricity. Then these are taken into charge controllers, which again, converting it into high power energy, can be used for batteries or for inverters or even for laptops or desktops and TVs and fridges. That means that all the basic electricity can be provided simple by harnessing the solar energy in these solar panels. Is that all right, children? I think the concept of the satellites, I think everybody must be very familiar with it. This is again a next of the topics to prove that sun is an ultimate source. Now, satellites which are orbiting the various planets or even our planet Earth, okay. Now, the main question is, how do they function? Now, how do the function is like somebody needs to be there, or how does it actually keep running on continuously without having the presence of any person over there? Now, what you see in the diagram, okay, now these satellites are having panels attached to them, okay. Now, satellites are receiving the solar energy from these suns, okay, and now in the panels over here, this panel again uses it and converts the solar energy into electrical energy. Now, using the electrical energy, now this satellite can beam along whatever let's say research or anything, whatever it has been sent in the space for. It uses that electrical energy which has been converted from the solar energy and beams the rays down onto the earth, okay, which is received over here at the receiving station. Now, it then is connected, this receiving station is then connected to the power grid, which carries it into the city, okay. Now, I have just summed it up. This is what it is, that is solar based solar power satellites, that is SPS, are large structures in space that converts the solar energy, capture that solar irradiations into the form of energy that is transmitted wirelessly to any remote receiver station. So, with the help of the satellites which are having those panels, it harnesses or uses the sun's energy to convert it into electricity, and then we are using that on Earth. So, isn't that, very astute to say right now, that the sun being so far away and still we are able to get the that solar energy in the form of electricity on our earth. So sun, very specifically we can say that this is one of the reasons we can call sun as an ultimate source of energy. The last of the slide for today, again, where I have just shown that solar energy can be used to make food, okay. Now, I think everyone must have known this. What is a solar cooker, okay? Sunlight is converted to heat energy that is used in cooking, okay. Now, when you look at this solar cooker, what happens is you have a panel of inside here, okay, which is kept inside a black colored box. Now, why it is colored black, we will discuss this when you talk about heat, okay. But what we do is we are having a glass lid of a plastic cover on top of this particular box, and this one box over here, plastic cover, is basically a reflector. That means that it captures the sun's ray coming onto it and then focuses it into the utensil. Over here which is shown, sun's rays coming, falling onto the mirror, which is directed over here onto those cookers, okay, or containers inside these cookers. So this is basically the principle. The sun's rays is also coming directly onto these utensils, as well as we are using huge kinds of reflectors which are mirrors only to capture the sun's rays and then direct them inside there. And when you close the lid, what will you have is you will have any kind of utensil that you are using, whether to make rice, whether to make pulses, that is dal, or to cook vegetables or any other thing, okay. Now you can do that at home without you using any fuel other than the fuel that we get from the sun to make the food. Now if I call after so many uses that these are the reasons how solar energy is being used by us on earth, you can see that various light formation with the solar energy. You have the chemical energy, you have the muscular energy, you have the formation of the electricity, you have the food being made into the plants that we are going to eat. You are even able to cook the food that you are eating with the help of these solar cookers. Now this brings us to the last slide. This is the last slide for our presentation. Is that understood, everyone, children?